The desert stretches out vast and unforgiving, but from this land rises a people, strong and enduring. They are the Navajo, dine in their own language, children of the mesas and canyons. This is their story, a tale woven into the fabric of the American Southwest. It's a story of survival against the odds, of holding on to culture in the face of adversity. The Navajo Nation stands as a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Spread across Arizona, New Mexico and Utah, it's a land of stark beauty. Towering red rock formations pierce the sky. Deep canyons carve through the earth. This is a land that whispers ancient stories, a land that holds the memory of a people who have faced hardship with unwavering courage. The Navajo people have walked these lands for centuries, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature. Their story is one of resilience, a testament to the power of culture and tradition to sustain a people through even the darkest of times. This essay delves into the heart of the Navajo Nation, exploring its history, celebrating its heroes, and marveling at the enduring spirit of its people. The Navajo people trace their ancestry back centuries to a time when the world was a different place. Their origins lie shrouded in the mists of time, with stories and legends that have been passed down through countless generations. These tales are woven into the very fabric of the Southwest, a land that has shaped and been shaped by the Navajo people. Oral traditions speak of a time before the Navajo, a time when their ancestors migrated from the north seeking a new home. This migration was not just a physical journey, but a spiritual quest, a search for a place where they could thrive and grow. These stories, passed down through generations, tell of a people seeking a new home, a place to put down roots and build a future for their descendants. The Navajo were a nomadic people, hunters and gatherers who roamed the vast expanse of the Southwest, living off the land and its bounty. They lived in harmony with nature, their lives dictated by the seasons and the bounty of the land, moving with the rhythms of the earth. Their beliefs were deeply rooted in the natural world, a spiritual connection that permeated every aspect of their lives, from their daily routines to their most sacred ceremonies. Over time, the Navajo learned to farm, cultivating crops like corn, which became a staple of their diet and a symbol of their connection to the land. They also grew beans and squash, developing agricultural techniques that allowed them to thrive in the arid environment of the Southwest. They became skilled weavers, creating intricate rugs and blankets that reflected their artistic sensibilities and deep connection to the land, each piece telling a story of its own. Their society was matrilineal, with women holding positions of power and influence, guiding their communities with wisdom and strength. Clans based on kinship ties formed the bedrock of their social structure, creating a sense of belonging and identity that was passed down through the generations. The arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century marked a turning point in Navajo history, bringing new challenges and opportunities. The Spanish brought with them horses, sheep, and new ways of life, which the Navajo quickly adapted to their own needs and traditions. They learned to use new tools and techniques, incorporating these elements into their daily lives and cultural practices. The Navajo, adaptable and resourceful, incorporated these new elements into their own culture, becoming skilled horsemen and shepherds. They became skilled horsemen, their mastery of the animal allowing them to thrive in the rugged terrain of the Southwest, navigating the landscape with ease and confidence. The Second World War raged across the globe, engulfing nations in a conflict that would reshape the world order. Its shadow fell even upon the remote mesas and canyons of the Navajo Nation, a land of stark beauty and ancient traditions. In the Pacific Theater, the United States faced a formidable foe in the Empire of Japan, whose military prowess and strategic cunning posed a significant challenge. Communication was key to victory, but the Japanese were adept at breaking American codes, intercepting vital messages that threatened to turn the tide of the war. The need for a secure and unbreakable code became paramount. In a stroke of genius, the US Marine Corps turned to an unlikely group of heroes, Navajo speakers. These young men, fluent in a language that was virtually unknown outside their community, were about to change the course of history. The Navajo language, with its complex grammar and unique tonal qualities, was virtually unknown outside of the reservation. It was a language of rich oral tradition passed down through generations. It was the perfect code, one that the Japanese could never hope to crack. The intricate structure and the lack of written records made it an ideal choice for secure military communications. Over 400 young Navajo men answered the call to serve. They left their homes and families, driven by a sense of duty and patriotism, to join the war effort. They became known as the Navajo Code Talkers, their mission shrouded in secrecy. Their training was rigorous, and their work was critical to the success of many military operations. They developed a code based on their native language, using words and phrases that represented military terms. This code was not just a simple substitution, it was a complex system that required deep understanding and quick thinking. Iron fish, for example, became code for submarine, a term that would be instantly recognizable to the code talkers but indecipherable to the enemy. While hummingbird represented a fighter plane, a symbol of speed and agility in the skies. The Navajo code talkers played a crucial role in the Pacific War. Their ability to send and receive coded messages quickly and accurately was a game changer. Their coded messages, transmitted across the airwaves, relayed vital information about troop movements, enemy positions, and battle plans. These messages were often the difference between victory and defeat. They served with distinction at Iwo Jima, Guadalcanal, and other pivotal battles. Their contributions were instrumental in securing key victories for the Allied forces. Their bravery and ingenuity saved countless American lives. Today, the legacy of the Navajo Code Talkers is remembered with deep respect and gratitude, a testament to their extraordinary service and sacrifice. The Navajo people have a rich and vibrant culture, one that has been passed down through generations. Their traditions are not just practices, but are a way of life that encompasses their daily activities, their celebrations, and their spiritual beliefs. Their traditions and customs are deeply rooted in their history and their spiritual beliefs. These customs are a testament to their resilience and their ability to adapt while maintaining their cultural identity. From their intricate weaving to their elaborate ceremonies, the Navajo express their connection to the land and to their ancestors. This connection is evident in every aspect of their lives, from the way they build their homes to the way they celebrate their festivals. Weaving is an integral part of Navajo culture. It is not just a craft, but a sacred art form that has been passed down from generation to generation. Navajo women are renowned for their skill in creating beautiful and intricate rugs and blankets. These textiles are not only functional but also serve as a medium for storytelling and preserving their history. Using upright looms, they weave together wool from their sheep, creating patterns that are both aesthetically pleasing and symbolically rich. Each pattern and color used in the weaving has a specific meaning and tells a story. The patterns often depict elements of the natural world, such as mountains, stars, and animals. These designs are a reflection of their deep connection to nature and their surroundings. Ceremony plays a central role in Navajo life. These ceremonies are not just rituals, but are a way to connect with the spiritual world and seek guidance and blessings. These ceremonies, often lasting for several days, are conducted to heal the sick, restore balance to the world, and mark important life events. They're a time for the community to come together and support one another. The ceremonies involve songs, prayers, and elaborate sand paintings, intricate designs created on the ground using colored sand. These sand paintings are not just art, but are believed to have healing powers. Storytelling is another important aspect of Navajo culture. It is through stories that the Navajo pass down their history, beliefs, and values. Through stories, the Navajo pass down their history, beliefs, and values. These stories are often filled with lessons and morals that guide the younger generation. These stories, often told by elders around a fire, teach about the importance of respecting nature, honoring one's ancestors, and living a life of balance and harmony. They are a way to keep the culture alive and ensure that the younger generation understands and appreciates their heritage. The Navajo people have a deep respect for the natural world. They believe that everything in nature is interconnected and that they have a responsibility to protect and preserve it. They believe that everything in nature has a spirit and they strive to live in harmony with their surroundings. This belief is reflected in their daily practices and their way of life. They have a strong tradition of herbal medicine, using plants and herbs to treat illnesses. This knowledge has been passed down through generations and is still used today. They believe in the importance of balance, both within themselves and in the world around them. This balance is essential for their physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Thank you for watching.